Hello everyone. This looks like a rather wide track. What is this? Does anyone know? Well, this is the Whiteman Park Tramway, a heritage tramway which operates old trams from Perth, Fremantle and Melbourne around Whiteman Park on a 4-kilometer loop. So this is the main Whiteman Park station and you hop on there. They're only little one-car trams, but they're actually the old ones that used to operate in Fremantle and Perth and also some Melbourne ones. But this operates from here and you can pay to go on. I might go on one later. And then behind the visitor center is also some bus stop for some heritage buses. Let's take a look at that. And here is the village bus stop. You can see some old Transperth buses on this picture here. TP 933, a City Clipper service. That was the equivalent of a CAT back then. And then you have TP 654, just an old style bus, and some really old ones, 101 and D24, whatever that means. So they come here. There's some complicated timetable here for all the different transit modes. So you can get on these different vintage trains, vintage trams, vintage buses, or you can go to the museum to take a look at everything. So the Whiteman Park is a nice place to see a lot of transport related things, as well as just nice bushwalks and also animals and place for children like that water park right there. Oh sorry, it's blurry. Yep. And you can get on that bus. Whiteman Park used to be served by a Transperth bus, just as a regular day thing, but it was a deviation of one of the routes that go to Beachboro. I don't know exactly which one. Maybe I'll flash it up on screen if I check once I'm later at home on the Internet Archive. And it used to stop here, but it was very minimally used. I don't know why though, it sounds like such a good thing. And now they're building a Whiteman Park train station. So some bus service which came here like 4 times a day wasn't used, and then a whole train station with trains every 10 minutes is expected to be used or what? Although yeah, the train station will also serve the growing residential areas of Brabham and Dayton. But it's still very strange that they're building the whole train station. So at the moment, if you want to get here by public transport, you have to take the 955 over to the entrance on Lord Street, or if the road has a new name, I don't know. And then you have to take these vintage buses from that place to here. But that's a whole separate fare, and it's just the shuttle bus to get here. But it's really expensive. Like, I don't know how much it is, but if a whole family goes, then it's like $20, while Transperth has the 2-zone fare cap and a family rider of $9.80. That sounds very strange. So that's how it is at the moment. But once they build a train station, I don't know, they might extend some buses into here, and I think the vintage services will become more accessible and cheaper to use them. So now we're walking on the tram track here. You can see this gauge is actually wider than the Transperth train gauge, just standard gauge, I think. And yes, it's just a loop around the park. Down there is where they park, in the middle of the tracks down at the depot. Here is the motor museum for the park, the car museum, lots of Transperth things. So the car museum and the tram museum, which you can see, the transit museum where you can see a lot of old transit modes and things. I really like it in there. It's actually free unless you put a little donation in. So yeah, now we'll just take a look at a few clips of the trams and maybe go on board one. Also tractor museum, 180 meters. So this is the main station here. I mean over there, and this is the track. Just runs through, not much safety stuff because it's just once an hour and you can obviously beware of some slow tram. Yep. Okay. See you on tram, or once it comes.